The analysis of Global Positioning System (GPS) time series data from nearly 100 large earthquakes worldwide has unveiled evidence for a precursory phase of fault slip, which occurs approximately 2 hours before seismic rupture. In a related perspective, Roland Bergman writes, if it can be confirmed that earthquake nucleation often involves an hours-long precursory phase, and the means can be developed to reliably measure it, a precursor warning could be issued. The quest to predict large earthquakes is a long-standing, yet elusive goal. The challenge of short-term earthquake prediction. Short-term earthquake prediction, which involves issuing a warning anywhere from minutes to months before a quake, depends on the presence of a clear and observable geophysical precursor signal. Prior retrospective studies have proposed that a slow aseismic slip can be seen in faults ahead of the main shock, serving as a possible precursor. However, the connection between these observations and seismic ruptures remains unclear. This uncertainty arises as these observations do not directly precede an event and often occur without an ensuing earthquake, leaving the existence of a precise precursory signal for predicting large earthquakes in question. A global search for precursory fault slip. In this research, Quentin Blettery and Jean-Matthew Knockett present a comprehensive global search for short-term precursory fault slip before large earthquakes. Utilizing global high-rate GPS time series data from 3,026 geodetic stations worldwide, Blettery and Knockett assessed fault displacement up to 2 hours before 90 different earthquakes of magnitude 7 and above. The statistical analysis of this data disclosed a subtle signal, aligning with a period of exponential acceleration of fault slip near the earthquake's hypocenter, starting roughly 2 hours before the rupture. Significance and limitations of the study. According to the authors, these findings suggest that many large earthquakes initiate with a precursory phase of slip, or the observations may represent the concluding part of a longer and more challenging to measure process of precursory slip. Despite presenting evidence of a precursory signal preceding large earthquakes, Blettery and Knockett caution that the current earthquake monitoring instruments lack the necessary coverage and precision to detect or monitor for precursory slip at the scale of individual earthquakes. Bergman writes, although the results of Blettery and Knockett suggest that there may indeed be an hours-long precursory phase, it is not clear whether such slow slip accelerations are distinctly associated with large earthquakes or whether they could ever be measured for individual events with the accuracy needed to provide a useful warning. Reference: The Precursory Phase of Large Earthquakes by Quentin Blettery and Jean-Matthew Knockett, July 20, 2023, Science.